Hey guys, and welcome back to Fixed Drive Ride Fly. I think we better go to voiceover today.
So as you can see guys, I'm wearing my my breathing mask. I'm wearing this because I don't really want to be breathing in all this mold spores. So I did clean this interior when I first had the car, but I think what I may have done is overfed the leather using a leather cream. We've had quite a few storms lately and a lot of water has got into the car and I haven't been able to get to it, so all this mould is built up. As you can see, this white fluffy mould, it is everywhere. So what we're going to do today is we are going to empty the car out, and I've got a mould killer, which is a mix of disinfectant, surfactants, a medicinal mould and parasite killer, and a lot of citrus additives to kill the smell of the mould and to get this interior back to where it was. So first things first, let's get the boot empty. We've got our Porsche spare wheel there, so we get that out of the way. It's a surprising weight on there. And I've got all the other bits of carpet and bits of tools and mat stored in the back. The cables where I've done a bit of wiring of the switches. As you can see now, when I lift this mat out, the amount of water that's got into the back is pools and pools of water. So we lift this up and pour some water out. There we go, you can see the moisture on the bottom of the mat. There we are. So we just got the last few bits and bobs out, and then we'll get in the front of the car and we'll start spraying the mold killer and get this interior cleaned up. So I'm going to be spraying this absolutely liberally. The car is going to be drenched, and then I'm going to leave it soak in for about 15 minutes, and I'll come back in and give it a good wipe over. We've still got a lot of work to do on this interior. We've got some new door cards, which we're going to take the leather off the cards that we've got and try covering over some new door cards so they pop into the door nice. And we'll put a vapour barrier on the door to help improve things there. We've got all the leather on these seats needs to be taken off and replaced, so we're looking for an industrial sewing machine, and we're going to take the seats apart and try to pattern them and make the seats ourselves. Along with finding some new carpet to go under the seats, because there's a few pieces of the carpet missing. Now if you do enjoy seeing this sort of thing, there's as I've said, there's a lot more to come, so please do like and subscribe and share these videos. It's a great help. I'm really sorry about the shaky camera work on this one, guys. It's raining outside. I couldn't really set any of the cameras up to film it tidy, and I couldn't leave this interior mouldy any longer. It was breaking my heart to see it this mouldy, so I needed to crack on. And we don't know when it lasts at a timing belt. It looks like, from what I can see in the books, around about 8 years ago, so it's definitely a job that we're going to do. And we also need to replace the hydraulic lines up the front, so that's one of the jobs that we're going to do soon, because nitrates apparently are prone to fire because these lines leak, and they leak over the exhausts, and the power steering fluid is actually automatic transmission fluid, which is quite flammable. You'll see later on when I'm extracting the water out of the foam underneath the rear seats. It looks quite worn out under there. I would like to replace all the foam under the seats, and I would also like to go around the car and fit a lot of sound deadening. So the car's been soaking now for about 15 minutes, so we're going to come in now and start wiping all the mould off. As you can see, as I'm wiping around, it's coming off lovely, and the leather underneath looks really good. We'll go around the whole car now, give it all a good wipe down. We'll take as much water out of the car as we can, so I'll go get my water extracting hoover, and we'll start getting the water out of the back of the car. I'll put a heater in here then to dry it out, and a dehumidifier, and we'll come back and have a look at it in the morning. At this point we don't actually know where the leaks are coming. I know the sunroof is leaking, so I've put a large sticky patch over the sunroof to completely seal that off while we've got these storms. And with the car being completely dried out, I can come back in the morning as well and have a look to see if any more water has made its way into the car, so I can work out where to seal next. Now the car does live on the driveway, but we do have a cover for it, so we'll start covering up every night. Right, that's us completely wiped around the car now, so yeah, I think it's time for us to get the rest of the water out. So we'll get back into the boot, where there's a pool of water built up in the back corner. I'm not sure if that's drained down from the sunroof or not, and we'll carry on getting this car dry. As we can see now, guys, it's looking much nicer in here. The smell is gone. It doesn't smell damp. That's only the first stage of doing this. It needs a good clean. Those marks on the dash is actually damage to the leather, so I need to repair that. And next thing to go in here is the radio, and then I also need to fix this chair, which is the one that tried to set itself on fire when the motor worked itself all the way backwards and jammed it into position and started smoking away. So that's next on the list. I've also found out where my leak is coming in. It's coming in from the glass around the seal around the glass of the boot. So that's another job as well. So if any of you know where I can get the part for that, that would be excellent. So she's essentially back in a drive-in state. So I think the next thing to do will be to take her out for a spin. Right, cheers guys. If you're enjoying seeing what I'm doing, please don't forget to like and subscribe. There's definitely more content on its way. And I shall see you guys soon. Cheers.